Alright, and going into game 2, CleanerCode deciding to stick with the twins, and searingblight sticking with Tenri. So we've got a new map though in 19 by 19. Twins are actually pretty good on this map. The stronghold is quite vulnerable, and fire is pretty easy to throw down. So
Yep.
we'll see. Will the twins actually be able to get fire up in time this time? And CleanerCode's on player 1 side, so going to have a little bit of an advantage in getting the commander groove up first.
He's going for the village yoink opening, which is a which is a very technical term. Whereas searingblight isn't. It's basically, CleanerCode is for feeding a little bit of his early money to basically steal that top left village right now, and that allows him to get a very annoying village to take back, basically. But that knight is already in position to do so, so shouldn't have too much issues with that. We see another difference in the openings where CleanerCode did not go for the economy harass, and
Oh, that's gonna
searingblight
be...
did.
That's groove already, damn.
Yeah, like basically you can delay the commander's tempo and economy by quite a bit by doing this harass with the sword, but you, in exchange for that, you kind of feed groove, which is what happened.
Yes, the twins probably gonna be forced to heal. Yep, but they're in heal. They are vulnerable to taking a lot of damage this turn, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think Searing can really... Like, Searing would put his own commander at danger.
Yeah, and he would, if he would need to like have his army follow it up to prevent a surround, and he would take a lot more damage than he would deal, basically.
Okay, and
They
this is the
both went
most...
for a harpy.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. They're very good at blocking knights, so... They can be used quite well to wall. They can also hit enemy knights like aggressively quite well, so... And
Yeah,
I
I
just
guess.
noticed there's a dragon for CleanerCode now, so he's really going all out offensive.
Yeah, which is what you wanna do. Now he just has to hold this position for 1 or 2 turns, and then he will have the twins set up onto the HQ,
Ooh,
which is a
side village.
win, basically.
Yeah, because Searing Blight needs to bully CleanerCode back.
Yep.
Because that fire is going to be a huge issue. But, ooh, that was a bit of a low roll there. But all CleanerCode needs to do here is keep 2 knights at a decent amount of health and in knight crit range, and he's got 3 knights in the center here.
Yep.
And they're doing.
And also, a scary fact is that you can kind of go, you can just kind of go all in onto this push and this fight in the center, and that you will still win as long as you got your 2 knights at the end of it, which is quite scary. For example, you can take bad trades, like he could have exposed his dragons to a mage or something, but as long as he's got a little bit of his army left at the end of the fight, he'll be okay.
Ooh, I like that positioning on the Harpy, just... Things will... Ooh. Funnily, someone said this in chat, and it's actually a possibility, is that you could just surround... Oh, actually, I think Tenri might just be dead. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking you could, like, keep her trapped there until the fire kills her, but... No, there's, like, 4 sides open. You've got a dragon and a knight and the commander, so...
And a witch.
And a witch and another knight as well, so... Very dead, Tenri. And CleanerCode wins in a pretty typical fashion for twins,
Yep.
where you throw the fire down.
Twins.
Yeah, there are like 2 ways you win in this circumstance. You either set up the fire and then you kill them with the knights, or your opponent has to go all in on you to try and prevent it, and you just kill them when they do. So, well played to CleanerCode, taking a very, I would say textbook twins win. Is a pretty standard way to win again with twins on this map.
Yep. And I
So
guess searingblight maybe should have went for a different opening.
yeah, and honestly, a different commander pick. I think
Mm,
Tenri
I
worked well
mean,
on the last map because it's a bit harder to set up fire that early, and you get to chain villages yourself, which means that slow charge is like you get your groove pretty quickly. But in this circumstance, you have CleanerCode able to just build groove really quickly, and Tenri just wasn't able to keep up.
no, I think it's because I think my read on the situation right now is that since searingblight kind of plays a lot of ranked to practice, there is the kind of standard openings in that happen in ranked, and I usually don't see people deviating too much from them. So I think right now CleanerCode, I think just made better opening choices by, for example, he chose not to feed the groove to Tenri early, which I mean, you can see even after a few turns of fighting, Tenri still didn't have groove. So if if Searingblight had done a similar opening, the fire would have been delayed by 1 or 2 turns, which would mean he'd have a better force to respond to the fire, or like he'd have the time to set up his own aggressive plan, like pressuring the stronghold himself.
So the map then becomes more about denying groove from your opponent. What you have to set up.
Mm,
Like until you're ready to fight them on your terms.
well, yeah, on this matchup, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very specific twins thing. Like twins, I actually think you just need to starve them with groove, even if it hurts you in other ways. Like if they get groove early enough, then it can be a real pain.
Yeah. It's like either they get groove very early, but they're not in position to use it because you delayed them, or you don't feed them groove, and even if they're in position, they don't have it. But anywhere in between can be very dangerous. And that's about it.
Cool. Well, we're gonna go to game 3.